Okay, hello everyone. My name is Space Croquette, and today we will speedrun Lonely Mountain Downhill. Lonely Mountain Downhill, we will see that. That's a pretty chill speedrun. I hope you will like it, so let's start directly and then we have time to speak about it. So, let's start. I'm just checking. This should be okay. Yes, I already prepared everything, so let's go. So, what is it about? I will first start the timer, then I will be able to present the game. So, 3, 2, 1, and go. So, what is it? Lonely Mountain Downhill is a mountain bike game that was created that came out in 2019 on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and it came after a successful Kickstarter. And what is it about here? We have a mountain bike, and we have to go down all over the mountain and reach the camp as fast as possible, going through different checkpoints. The game has 4 different mountains. On each mountain there is 4 track, which is something which is interesting. That's all the 4 track are somehow linked, so you can jump from one track to another, trying to find maybe a better way to go down. And the motto here is trying to go as fast as possible and to not crash at all, and hoping to have the best time. So the first mountain, that's really more the introduction mountain. That's there is not a lot of different objects. The race are pretty wide. You have a lot of place to move, so it's pretty okay to. It's really beginner friendly. To give you an idea, the game is. When you are a beginner, it is thought that you maybe need between 20 minutes and half an hour to do a race. So just to give you an idea. And so the particularity from the first 2 races I have made, there is different bike. There is 6 different bike, and we are playing mostly with 3 different bike during the speedrun. And for the first race, I'm using a bike which is relatively slow, but which is very strong by jumping. So I can make bigger jump than normal, and that give me the possibility on the first 2 track, particularly to make a big shortcut. And as you can see there is different way you can reach the end of each track on really different way. There is a lot of different routes, and there is a lot of to explore. And this game is actually that's a pretty chill speedrun. And we are finished with the second race. So at the end of each race, so here now I'm taking another bike. That's the bike I will use the most, the Boar, because it's in off-road. It has the best speed off-road. It is pretty strong, and so because we are going a lot of off-road, so it's so here we are starting already the first race, and we will be able to see with this first race some new mechanism. Oh, almost dead. So a new mechanism in the game that is how can I call that, the crash checkpoint. There is probably a better name than this one. So what I will do is I will really go on a non-intended way, and I will try to crash on the checkpoint. That's a tech I will do sometimes. So here I was able to do all the sections, so in 10 seconds instead of 30 or 40 seconds. So that's something, and that's something we can abuse at different places in the game. And and you can see I always end at the same place, so all the rays are connected somehow. So the atmosphere of the game is pretty chill. If you hear, you have no music, it's only the wind, the animals you can hear in the background, your bike. The atmosphere of the game is really great. It was really made to have a chill time, not speedrunning like this. Oh, I'm a bit short here, so let's see if I can be better here. Oh, losing a bit of time. So the thing is, in this game, crashing can making lose a lot of time. So if you are, oh yeah. This, but I will do it. I will do it. Oh yeah. I have to crash on the checkpoint and. Oh, too short again. So I think I will. Maybe this one is good. Oh, I was again too short. So that's. Oh, okay. So, in this speedrun, missing some checkpoint can be really. That's can be really a game breaker. So yeah, there is a lot of variance between your sum of the best and the time you will really make. So it's very hard to go through the whole game without crashing. You will crash, and that's so. It was the first mountain. So, and now we can start the second mountain, and I will use another bike for this. I will on the first two tracks I will use the bike called the Pacebreaker. It's super weak with jump, so I will die a lot with it probably. But it's super fast. For this race, you have a long, very long straight place. The jump are pretty easy to do, so you can really go fast. And I will try to apply one of the best tip we receive from the developers. Go fast, don't crash. So that's the motto of this game, really. So the second mountain is a lot of more colorful. It's also already directly a bit harder. There is a lot more object where you can crash. Unfortunately, or maybe that's also maybe a feature of the game, there is there is a lot of small object that can kill you, small stones and everything, so where your biker can crash. There is we are coming soon on one of the most difficult part of this game, the bridge, because they are a little bit buggy, so you have to be very careful when you go through at full speed. And and trying to use all the. So here the bridge, it's okay, went through, and really chill thing, a chill game. There is a lot of to explore in this game. There is a lot of secret you can discover, some challenge to find like this. There is. It's not so bad. It was a nice race. So let's go again with the Pacebreaker. This second race has also a lot of. Oh, I'm too fast. I'm too fast. Yeah, I already knew that. Oh yeah. Okay, I have problem with the position. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. So, can I do it? Yes. So, let's try another jump crash here. Nice. It was first time. Which is also cool is if you try the speedrun of this game, there is really different routes. So the top times are what's very nice is there is a lot of variation in the different routes. So you can really try to explore and try to find the route that best suits you. Also the bike. Some different players use different bike because they are going through different place. And and that's, for example, one reason why we use this bike here. We have a very long straight line, so we can go a lot of power. Just this bike win 2 seconds just on this bridge because it goes so fast. And okay, so now we are coming to a part of the game which is a bit tricky. That's the one here, where you have to make 2 jump, okay, 3 jump, one after the other. Okay, 4 actually, I cannot count. Oh, 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 oh shit. Okay. I have to brake, so that's a game where you brake a lot with your bike too, because if you go too fast on some section, you will crash. Okay. So. And let's go back with the boar and starting the third race already. And going directly down here. So like I said, that's something really nice. You can theoretically from all the race access to all the other race. All the races are connected somehow. So that's a really good, nice things where you can find a lot of different way. There is a mode, game mode, where you have to make the whole race without any checkpoint. So, and like this, you can really explore the mountain like you want. So, okay, let's go. So here I try to be careful because it's a very long section, and if I crash, it's of course terrible. So like this. Oh, this one was terrible. It's a 20-second lost directly. Unfortunately, that's sad because it was a nice one. I was a bit too on the side and I crashed on the tree. That's something you learned when you run this game. There are some places where the hitbox is a bit not so generous, let's say, or it's generous for the tree, not for you. Oh shit! Wasn't not position was not okay, and then now I will try to. There is an intended passage that come just now. That's a very big jump to do. You can win a lot of time if you can do it in 1 or 2 attempts, but otherwise you will lose time. But if you can do it, that's a very a time win. And that's done. That's cool. And here there is an abuse here. You can that work only on this race somehow. And you can activate the checkpoint from behind. So we are coming now in one of my favorite race of the game. I really like this race somehow. It's because somehow it's a race which is fast. There is some intended way to do the race, and there is some also tricky part at the end. That's when you are doing it for the first time, it's a pretty hard one, but when you know about the trick about this race, it's a really enjoyable one. The waterfall. And now it was so here some crash again. It wasn't a good one. So we are already finished with the second mountain, so we can start with the third mountain. The third mountain is a bit, probably for me, one of the most difficult. It's a very rocky one, as you can see, and it's a very vertical one. So the race I'm doing right now is a bit particular because it was presented at Gamescom. They have made some challenge where you could, when we have discovered the game at the time, and that's definitely the easiest, one of the easiest races of the third mountain, because all three others races are really tricky, and this mountain is really more like a desert, like canyon, and like and it's really vertical. Oh, this crash was bad. That's a big time loss here again. Oh, I have to. That's not good. So, oh, sometimes when your section doesn't start good, then you are not in the mood again. So this time I was able to brake correctly. And maybe you saw it at in the background. We could saw some other race in the bottom of the mountain. That's really a place where you can go. That's really something really nice. Just try and explore the game. There is a lot of funny things. From the Kickstarters, the backers could have the possibility to buy, I can say that, a tree. And the tree is placed in the game with a special message, so you can try to look for all of them. Yeah. So now we will go for change the bike. Last time we changed the bike for the race. Before coming back to the bore, this race is very vertical, so. And there is some special tricky jump we can do here using the very strong bike, which are really, for example, the jump I just made here, that's something which is not possible to do with the other bike. I will do again a jump here. This one is also not possible if you doesn't have the strong bike, and the time win here is so big that you can, it's really worth doing it. Oh, that was not a good one. Probably the direction was not good. Just crashed before the checkpoint. It's not good. That's the biggest time loss you can have. But oh, yeah. But I will do it, I will do it. Just need to go like this. This one is good. This one is good. This one is good. And this one is good. Okay, managed to do it. So all the section on the right, we will skip it with us going there. Oh, wrong position. You will crash in this game. Even if you know it, you will crash. So here we will make... Oh, I was a bit... My position was not good. So this one is better. So here we will make a nice move. Oh! A nice crash move. So not this one. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I will. Up, up. And like this we were able to skip again a big part of the game is still pretty active. You have daily basis challenge where the developers change the position of the checkpoint, give you infinite boost, build new object that force you to go through others' direction, and that's something really cool. You have a lot of design aspect. You can design your bike, you can design your bikers, and so here let's try to... So this race, it can be a bit tricky. On the third mountain there is a lot of tricky stone to avoid here. You have to be really precise in your direction if you doesn't want to crash too much. Okay, this one is okay. So for example this section is tricky. That's a tricky one. But it was okay. And there's another one coming here. This one here. Going through the rock.
Do you have a moment for quick donation?
Yes, sure, please.
We have $3.50 from Jolo's Fair saying no kids hungry unless they don't do their homework. I will say that we do feed all the children that they do feed all the children they can. Also said ele velo. Excuse me. I'm sorry if I butchered that. I probably butchered that. I can't speak French. Please do not send me French.
No problem, no problem. Thank you very much, Jolo. And we are already at the last. We are already at the last track of the third mountain. Like I said, that's probably it's a very hard one, a very different one from all the other mountain because it's so vertical and it's really there is a lot of place where it's not so easy to place yourself correctly to not crash. So of course we are not using the intended route everywhere. So, but this one here along the rock, along the cliff is a tricky one, for example. But so we are coming in the storm. And trying to okay. Oh, okay, so we were able to go through the storm without any too much problem. That's okay. Actually, as soon as you can make the whole game without crashing, you can already achieve a very good time. And that's why there is a lot of difference between your some of the best and oh, I think I was nice. So, and now that's cool. Okay, oh, so let's start with the Mount Rayleigh. So that's the last mountain from our speedrun. It's already a bit more colorful, and this one is really a hard one because you have the tracks are very small, the track are small, there is a lot of object everywhere that can kill you. That's casually, I think it's not so hard, but as soon as you want to try to speedrun it, that's one of the most difficult one to speedrun because you have to be very precise in your position everywhere. I particularly, because it's also, you can do it in the speedrun, that's the mountain I start first. I start first with the 4th mountain when I'm making, trying to grind for a better time, because that's a very easy, very heavy reset point when I want to go really fast. There is a lot of skips here, for example, which are, oh, this one, for example, is terrible. Lost already so much time that you can reset theoretically when you are starting the run from here. And but I must say I really like this race, the 4-1. It's one of my favorite, even if it's hard. Also because you can go very fast, you can drive, you can ride normally, and you have some crazy skip like the one I'm trying right now. Oh, that's nice. So this section, for example, is one of my favorites. The 2 first section here of this race, I don't know why, I really like the flow of them. Probably because I can do them pretty well. I really like these 2 first section. Oh. So that's cool. Oh, I was a bit too. So of course this passage is not really the intended one, so trying to go through sometimes make it hard. And there is a section later in this race that some speedrunner completely avoid, because that's due to the camera and the 3D. It's very hard to place yourself correctly and to know where is your bike. And there is some speedrunners who are just completely skipping the section, preferring to go another way. So you have free jump with different direction to place one after the other. So let's try to do them. So jump 1, jump 2, 3, and 4. Okay, managed to do it, that's nice. Without crashing. So here trying to good position, that's cool. Oh! So let's go for the 4-3. There is a bike called Javelin, which is actually a racing bike. So of course you can imagine it's for mountain bike terrible, and of course you have some crazy challenge to do with it, trying to finish some crazy race without no crash. There is a mode called the night mode, so where of course you are in the night and that's you have to do all the race. You have some mode where you are not allowed to crash. There are daily rides in the game where, like I said, there is already a DLC also for it with a completely new mountain. So we will not do the mountain here in this race, but that's also a nice mountain. There is some free DLC also with special tracks. So there is a lot of content for people. So let's try to go through this section. So that's a section I have a lot of problem with. Trying to place myself, but it's okay. So and let's just chill and enjoy the last race coming right now. Okay, whoa, so that's also a race I really like. A bit technique, some skips here, coming here. Place your bikes correctly to have some nice position. Okay, okay. Oh, it's not. First wasn't a good one. Oh, I'm too far on the right. So we will see a tree here with a kind of small rectangle here. I don't know if you saw it. That's exactly a backer tree. So if you crash on it, you found the tree, and then you have a small message from the backers. So they are hidden a bit everywhere in the game. And that's the last downhill here. We are almost coming to the end. And that's time. So it's already done. I would like to thank you very much, SpeedGaming, to give me the possibility to show this game. Hope you really like it, and don't hesitate to join if you want. The community is still very active, and yes, hope you had fun with it. So people, don't forget to spend for No Kid Hungry. And again, thank you very much. Thank you. I will can the next one go for with Mega Man 4. So good luck with this one and have a nice evening. Bye bye. Thank you very much.